Southwest Gaming Esports center stage. Ace up on top and Asuchini on the bottom, representing their teams and seeking a spot in the semifinals. The winner of this match will go up against C. McHugh from Immortals. You just saw him compete against J Monty. It's going to be a log cycle at the right side. Hog Rider and guards over on the left as Ice makes a huge hit early on in this game. One hit from the Hog Rider, though, just a little bit too short to get value from that push. Asuchini on the counterattack will have a Mega Minion and Ice Wizard ready to get a lot of damage in. What's Ace got to defend?
It's a very good elixir trade there for Asuchini. He defended with 8 against 7. Barely took a little bit of damage, so he's -1, but on the counterattack, you force Ace to play another 3-cost Mega Minion. So he came out ahead in elixir there.
Yes, exactly, but it's going to be a poison from Ace to kind of deal with this Goblin Hut, chipping away at the left side tower at the same time. The Goblin Hut can get a lot of damage, but over time, it never really stacks up for one big hit unless all the Spear Goblins get distracted by one thing at the same time. Asuchini cycles a log. He didn't really hit much but the tower, but he's just saying, I'm not really too concerned that I need to hold on to this card for any specific response. I'm just going to get a little bit of tower damage and cycle away a card that's kind of burning a hole in my hand.
Hog Rider and guards come in. Ice Golem is there to call the guard. Oh no! Oh no! Asuchini misses the tornado onto the King Tower, and now that Hog is doing insane damage. One tile off. Now what he was trying to do there, if you're new to competitive Clash Royale, you place that tornado there, you can pull that Hog Rider onto your King Tower. Once your King Tower takes any damage, it then activates. The King wakes up, his crown shakes on his head. He wakes up and he becomes a 3rd defensive tower. What you can do after it's activated is future tornadoes are used to pull the Hog Rider to the dead center of your board, where all 3 defensive towers can shoot it down before it gets a single bit of damage.
That's right, but didn't happen this time. Asuchini threw away 3 elixir and allowed a Hog Rider to go hog wild on his tower. 11-24 remains on that right side, and he is trying to force the gameplay to happen on the left lane now. You see him dumping a Goblin Hut, a Ice Golem, and a Graveyard out back to try to chip the damage in, but great defense from Ace. Guards are able to keep most of that damage off. I gotta say, he wound up stacking up a lot more damage off that left side tower than I expected. Ice Wizard on defense does manage to keep his Executioner at bay, and the good Tornado this time is able to pull that Hog Rider in onto the King Tower. Does the Executioner get a swing? It does! That's very valuable for Ace.
Still though, after a very early drop back in damage, he was way behind early on. Only about 150 damage separates the top left tower and the bottom right tower, and there's the tornado we're talking about. Along with the Mega Minion, that Hog Rider does not have a chance, so it's going to be up to Ace to figure out how to put 600 damage on that tower. It's probably going to be poisons and logs, because I don't suspect that Hog Rider is going to be successful.
Glorious timing from Asuchini there. He really had that last hit nailed. Poison at the left lane, and poison on the right side of Asuchini's tower means that there's going to be a lot of damage coming in, but the Hog Rider is uncontested. Tornado pulls him back, and he will go for the Goblin Hut now. Looks like he's got just a few hit points, but not enough to make the counterattack happen. Asuchini has got to make it happen right now, or he's going to be knocked out.
Lots of Spear Goblins.
Lots of Spear Goblins on the backside to be able to deal with this Mega Minion, but they're not getting any damage on tower. That poison ends.
Now within poison range.
Poison and Graveyard have gotten it awfully close. The poison won't be quite enough, but a log rolled in on top would be able to get the trick done.
He does get the tornado.
Pulls it back. And the Hog Rider's going nowhere. Asuchini with the turnaround rolls the log in for the victory.
What? And you can hear the crowd roar. He's going to move on to the semifinals and up their prize pool from 1,500 to at least 2,000, and of course, put them one step closer to that $6,000 grand prize.
Players reach 10 elixir, and it's going to be a Tombstone from Asuchini, signaling that he might be playing a Lava Hound deck here. Tombstone spits out skeletons in a relatively consistent manner there and blows up at the end of its health span to get a few more skeletons onto the field. 2 strikes from the Hog Rider, a good hit early on from Ace.
Hey, great reaction time there by Asuchini, because it's very possible to defend a Mega Minion, or defend a Hog Rider with a Mega Minion, and the Hog gets 3 swings, but due to his fast fingers and getting it down in the right place at the right time, only 2 Hog swings, and that 250-ish damage could make a difference if we go deep into this game.
It certainly could, and he also basically got a 3-for-7 trade in that left lane, taking down both a Hog Rider and guards in tow. Flying Machine is going to be over to the right side to support this Lava Hound, but it's going to be a sneaky balloon out the left lane. Hog Rider from Ace means that he's not going to defend it at all, instead choosing to go for the assault. Tornado pulls that balloon back, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. It's getting awfully close from him, and it gets the drop.
And look at the damage from the Flying Machine on the other side. Suddenly, both of Ace's towers have a big black eye. Now, here's what happened there. If you are playing Lava Loon against this deck. This is called Hog Xe NATO. It is Hog Rider's your offense. Executioner, the splash damage axe thrower, is your main defense. And what you do is you use Tornado to pull everything together and let Executioner clear it out. Now, if I put Lava Hound with Mega Minion and Balloon and Flying Machine all in the same lane, Executioner Tornado is going to get about an 8 for, I don't know, 20 and wipe me completely out. So instead, asuchini has to split up his offense, putting Lava Hound in one lane, Balloon in the other, and that's exactly what he did to take that huge damage lead. Ace does have that left side tower down, looking pretty weak, but it's, oh man, Flying Machine getting pop shots off, bringing it down to 664.
Ton of pop shots. Mega Minion was soaking for it out the left lane. Ace thought that he could get the distraction in there with the Hog Rider just in time, but with the tower locked onto the Mega Minion, it was not going anywhere. Flying Machine got a lot of damage in there, and even if Ace manages to take this left side tower down, asuchini would be well positioned to go for the 2-crown victory.
And that's part of the advantage of playing a deck that's really good in double elixir time, especially a big beatdown deck. A lot of these control decks are just meant to win like 1-0. They're not exactly meant to just blow you out and take all your towers. They want to win a soft, controlled game. That's a lot what Hog Xe NATO is like. But if we can get this down to a 1-1 in an overtime, that's where the Lava Loon deck thrives, because they can take advantage of the double elixir time to push through a lot of damage. Great Fireball takes out the Executioner.
Another really rough misplay from Ace there. Sent in a poison to try to deal with the Flying Machine, but just not close enough to take it down. That's going to be the first tower from asuchini, and only 13 seconds left for Ace to put this thing into overtime. The final push has started right now. We got a log to support this Hog Rider. Tries to roll through the tombstone, but still needs a hit from the Hog to finish it off. asuchini throws away a fireball, and that is going to be it. A 1-0 victory from asuchini in this game, and a 2-0 in the set overall. Team Liquid has been eliminated, and Nova Esports is out.